When the WWE goes to Berlin, expect no mercy! The day after the bash. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlog who always tells it like it is. Schnell! I can make fun of the accent because though I'm mostly Irish, the rest of me is mostly German. And if you can't make fun of your ancestral accent, what can you make fun of? Anyway, the WWE World PLE Tour 2024 continues in the location of the Wall, the Airlift, and the Thunder of NFL Europe, where the only significant WWE event before was the inaugural European champ being crowned ages ago. 3 title matches out of 5, but a mixed tag and a strap match with 4 corners rules to pad things out. Meanwhile in Denver, NXT will warm up the crowds for Monday Night Raw with 5 title matches out of 6, and MSK implodes for whatever that's worth. 13 matches to get through, so let's get through them. First, the main course of brats. Here are my picks for Bash in Berlin. Start with the mixed tag match. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Women's World Champ Liv Morgan. I still think Priest and Ripley need more muscle in their corner. Otherwise, it'll be 5-on-2 here. After all, you just know that if Dum Dum and Live and Let Die are on the verge of losing, the World Tag Champs and Carlito will charge in and start raising hell. In fact, that's how I'm going to put it. Oh, Dom and Dahmer will put up a good fight for a while, but the Terror Twins will beat them both up, causing the Judgment Day to interfere. Winners by disqualification, Priest and Ripley. Strap match, Phillip Brooks versus Drew McIntyre. Part 2. But this escalated by leaps and bounds, didn't it? Since Seth frickin' Rollins couldn't contain these two, they've resorted to a more vicious match with even more vicious rules. It's been a while since a strap or bull rope match has been contested where the object is to touch 4 corners in succession. Nice to see them return to the more strategic match, but for the love of God, at least let Brooks get his bracelet back. And I guess he can win the match too. I mean, he's been back for what, 9 months and he hasn't won a match yet? He's not in MMA anymore. Winner, Phillip Brooks. Rematch for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. The Unholy Union, ick, versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Really? What's wrong with the Fires of Dawn? And for that matter, what's with all these female tag teams getting team names? It's not like you're really going to last as long as the Iconics or the like. Anyway, I said from the start that Bella and Cargill need to return to singles competition and decide who is truly the EST of the WWE. And with Naomi barging in, it just might happen. Meanwhile, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are still solid. They were the last NXT Women's Tag Champs, and they're not letting this one go anytime soon. Winners and still champs, Unholy Union. WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defends against Kevin Owens. Why does KO not want a free shot at a primary title? Is he really so humble to think he doesn't deserve it? Oh sure, his win-loss record has left a great deal to be desired, but that's because outside of WrestleMania 40, he hasn't fought for a big prize this year. Now he insists Rhodes has a bum knee and doesn't want to fight him at less than 100%. Now, don't get me wrong. You won't just wait to be pinned. Rhodes will get him riled up to start taking the match seriously. It'll just take some time. Not that I think Owens will win, mind, but I suspect the second half of the match will be worth the admission. Still, the winner and still champ, Cody Rhodes. Lastly, World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther against Randy Orton. Takes balls of titanium to leave your brand and go up to the baddest ass on the other brand and all but demand a title match. All because a match that happened between the two ended in controversy. Now, if Orton wins the big golden belt he won 20 years before, he kicks Gunther and possibly Ludwig Kaiser to SmackDown while he stays on Raw. But the Austrian Nightmare didn't hold the IC title for a demonic 666 days and then lose it just to lose this title in less than a month. Like I said, I doubt Bruno Sammartino's record is in jeopardy, but Gunther has a long way to go with that title, and Randy will have to wait for Rhodes to lose the title to go for number 15. Winner and still champ, Gunther. Okay, on to the dessert of Rocky Mountain Road ice cream. Here are my picks for NXT No Mercy Denver. Wesley versus Zach Wentz. Like I said, it was only natural that MSK break up for good since Wentz is still TNA property. This may be the last we see of him, even though Lee said about 3 times that Wentz wasn't on his level. He's not entirely wrong. After all, I don't think Wentz won any singles title on Impact or TNA, while Lee held the North American title for a good while, against near impossible odds. So, winner, Wesley. NXT Tag Title rematch, Chase U versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Maybe the Speed Demons were stretching themselves thin with constant defenses along with appearances on Speed, but that's no real excuse. I thought Axiom was the thinking man's wrestler, and so he should have known they were wearing themselves out. Andre Chase and Ridge Holland, however, make a pretty good team. Seems the U have a new MVP. Shame there's no Cruiserweight title anymore. Both Frazier and Axiom would be better off going for that title. Winner and still champs, Chase U. Women's North American title, Kalani Jordan versus Wendy Chu. At first, I thought that Chu has been in NXT so long without any title to her name that maybe she deserves the first secondary women's title in WWE history, but despite her successful heel turn, she could use a few more wins under her PJs. Jordan is the inaugural champ, but I think she deserves to hang on to it for a little longer. Maybe Chu will get a rematch and get the belt, but for now, winner and still champ Kalani Jordan. North American Championship, Obafemi defends against Tony D'Angelo. I get it, okay? I really do. What's a down without true power, huh? And what shows true power more than a title belt? And to beat this nigh unbeatable monster of a man, well, who wouldn't respect the hell out of that? Now, this does seem like an unfair fight. 3 men and a woman against 1 man. To make it fair, I think the family needs to recruit some more muscle. Femi's just too good right now. He won't take over the family, but they'll start emigrating just to avoid him after this. Winner and still champ, Obafemi. NXT Women's Championship, Roxanne Perez versus Jada Parker. Heaven knows how she survived that pinfall Royal Rumble deal, but the OTM token female is not as skilled as the Prodigy is. Then again, the Prodigy Perez has held the belt for a ridiculous amount of time, and maybe it's time to pass the torch, but Parker? I just don't see it. As much as I want to see it, I don't. Sorry. Winner and still champ, Roxanne Perez. Finally, NXT Championship match, Ethan Page versus Joe Hendry. Oh, sorry, I thought he'd appear. Anyway, Trick Williams is a special guest ref because Page can't be trusted not to manhandle a ref and get himself DQ'd. For some reason, he really doesn't want to defend his title. I can't imagine why. As I said, as long as Hendry is still contracted to TNA, he ain't winning an NXT title. One would think Williams would make it easy for Hendry to win, but I think something will happen to make Williams a non-factor, and a replacement ref will get Page to win. Oh, I believe in Joe Hendry, but just not to win a title. Winner and still champ Ethan Page. Those are my picks. As long as the WWE doesn't annex Sudetenland, it should be fine. I'm Chris Wolvie, Wrestling Vlog, who always tells it like it is. Pray for peace, and I'll see ya!